Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of this FIFA 16 career mode with Manchester United. This episode we take on the actual champions that won the league this season in real life. Although we've actually won the league, we won the league against Everton in the last match. We've just got to be crowned the champions officially, which won't happen until the last game of the season in game, which is unfortunate. I wish EA Sports would do it like in this game. We've got 5 games left to play, but imagine at the end of this game Leicester did the Guard of Honour. That would be much better to see in a FIFA game than just the celebrations at the last game of the season. I think personally that would be much better. So as we've won the league, I've just put out pretty much the second string team, the reserves. Usual players. Haven't played much in the Premier League apart from Dele Alli. Dele Alli's had a few games in the Premier League. Januzaj and Lingard have played a few times as well. Obviously Casper Schmeichel there, Peter Schmeichel's son, the Great Dane. Danny Simpson also used to play for Manchester United for a time. Mark Schwarzer on the bench. Mark Schwarzer, he won the league with Chelsea without playing, and he won the league with Leicester without playing. So he wins leagues, but he doesn't play. He's probably played a few games, but he's behind Petr Cech, behind Courtois, and now he's behind Casper Schmeichel. And Saki, player. This Leicester team's obviously very good. Some brilliant scouting by Leicester, bought in players for very cheap like Kante. Vardy he's had a very good year, obviously breaking Ruud van Nistelrooy's record. 12 goals in a row in consecutive Premier League games. 11 or 12 I think it was. I think Nistelrooy's was 11 and Vardy broke that and got 12 goals in 12 games. Pereira has not been playing much, hasn't really impressed me either. The Brazilian, who I think went out on loan for Lou Van Gaal and didn't really get much of a chance to play this season either. Wes Morgan, very underrated defender, he's done very well this season as well. And Hoof. Leicester have put together a very good team here. It shows really. They've been the most consistent in the Premier League, and that's what's won them the league. Because Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, they're all very inconsistent, whereas Leicester weren't, and they've just put together an amazing run of winning games. And they ended up being 10 points clear of everybody else. Arsenal finished second, but 10 points behind Leicester. Inler, that's a good shot to be fair. Romero in goal for us. I think this is only his second game in Premier League. That looked like a foul from Inler, and this doesn't look good either. Split the defence, there's a right hole in it and Vardy smashed it in. It's a good goal. Can't grumble either, Vardy does score goals, so I think that's his 7th in the league. Well, I don't like it when like a defender scores their only goal against Man United. It's more realistic if the striker scores against you like that. I don't think De Gea would have got to that one either. Leicester fans celebrating in the corner. The blue quadrant, blue section of the Old Trafford at the moment. Januzaj, can he? No. That looked like a foul as well. Morgan just took him out. Very strong tackle at least. Jones, Fosu-Mensah, McNair, Andres Pereira, Bothwick Jackson, Dele Alli, McNair again. I do like McNair. He's also playing for Northern Ireland in the Euros at the moment, which is very good to see. hope Northern Ireland do well. And I hope Wales do well as well, but not tomorrow night, obviously. Well, tomorrow afternoon, I should say. It's a great save by Schmeichel. England versus Bales tomorrow. It's Gareth Bales, Wales. England versus Bales. It's a 4-4-2 reference. It's handball. One in. No, roll it across. It's not a very good free kick, to be honest. Still got the ball. No, Fox just took it off. Fox. Don't know the right pronunciation of it. Feel free to put it in the comment section. I don't know what the right pronunciation is. And as well, guys, it would be great if you could like and subscribe, because these episodes, I do put a lot of effort into them. I have to scale them down from 60 minutes to 25 minutes, so I do work pretty hard on them. So any likes and subscriptions would be much appreciated. Leicester fans still celebrating like they've won the league. Oh wait, they have. Half time. Leicester, Manchester United, the new champions. Not to be crowned yet, though. We haven't been crowned champions yet. Leicester leading the champions at Old Trafford. We find ourselves a goal down again as well. Towards the later end of the season, that's been happening more and more often. Not to worry though, I'm sure we can get back in the game. I don't think, unless Leicester can hold on, and then our unbeaten streak is gone. And we've lost the chance to have an unbeaten season. If Leicester hold on here, got to emulate or better Arsenal's season, the Invincibles. I don't really want to lose at home either. Jose Mourinho went 9 years across several different clubs, being unbeaten at home. 9 years, that's amazing. There's a good touch from Wilson, takes it in. Oh, that's not a bad pass though. Not a good pass, I should say. Dyer. Is that Dyer from Swansea? I think it is, isn't it? Simpson getting forward. This could be troubling. It's a good block from Blackett. Phil Jones. Phil Jones again. McNair couldn't clear it. Still in danger. Leicester knocking it around nicely at the edge of the box and fouled by Blackett. Free kick. I just got Lingard back there on the line in time. It's good defending from Lingard. Manages to head it clear off the line. Otherwise we could have been 2-0 down there, and that's not happened this season. Scott Brayford, he's a player that I brought up for the academy, and he's playing, I think, his first Premier League game today. He gets himself in the book. I've just subbed him on as well. I think I took Pereira off to put Brayford on. So I've brought a few players up from the academy myself. I brought a left back, a right back, a goalkeeper, and Scott Brayford. I think they've got the quality to be very good. They've got very good potential. And I've got some others that I don't think will be as good, but still going to be like decent players. 90th minute. This is looking very troubling for Manchester United fans. We could lose our first game in the league. Scott Brayford picks up the ball. Gives it Januzaj, who just about keeps onside. Puts the ball in, back post. Memphis saves the day at the end with that goal. That goal that we seem to do so well time and time again. Last minute again. We did this against Tottenham, and now Leicester have suffered the same fate. Memphis saves United from being beaten for the first time in the Premier League. Kasper Schmeichel's flailing at the post. He's had a very good game though. just couldn't get across the goal quick enough to deal with that. Memphis, and no chance to respond for Leicester. United rescue the game, get a draw, get a point. Points don't really matter now. It's just I don't want to get beaten at home. I don't want to get beaten at all now. We've got this far without losing a game, so hopefully we don't have to rely on getting in the last minute the next time. Hopefully we don't blow it now. Hopefully we can go the rest of the season without being beaten. Marcus Rashford there. We all know about Marcus Rashford. I couldn't believe as well the FIFA 17 trailer has got Alex Hunter in it. My middle name's Alexander, my surname's Hunter. And he scores against Liverpool, plays for Manchester United. FIFA 17 trailer. Couldn't believe it. It's absolutely ridiculous. He's also wearing the number 29 shirt, and that's the age I'm going to be next year. So it was really weird. If he was white and blonde haired, I'd be really worried. But he's not, he's black. So it's obviously about Marcus Rashford. They just changed the name to Alex Hunter, which is still quite a big coincidence, if you ask me. My name's Martin Alexander Hunter, so Alex Hunter's pretty close. Out of all the names, millions of different things you could have picked from, they picked Alex Hunter for FIFA 17, which is quite remarkable really. Don't know why they give him number 29 though, because Marcus Rashford is number 39, I think. But oh well. There's a few sharp tackles there. The referee was giving a lot of free kicks. And that's the goal that saved Manchester United. Not saved our season, but saved us from suffering defeat. Sort of glitched out there in the celebration. Second game this episode is of course the second leg in the Champions Cup semi-final against PSV Eindhoven from the Netherlands, where Peter Pan's from. Peter Pan, Netherlands. Man City are beating Atletico Madrid, so if we get through, which we should beat PSV. They're one of the weaker sides in this last four. Well, they probably are the weakest side in the last four, so we should get through this, and that's going to set up a Manchester derby in the Champions League final, which will be the first time it's ever happened. Although in previous FIFA career modes, Manchester City always seem to get to the final. It's always Manchester City or Barcelona that get to the final. So it's a pretty decent team from PSV, but should beat these. We've got the advantage as well, 2-1. They've also got a guy in their team, Hendricks, and his first initials J. So I think they've got Jimi Hendrix playing for them in the middle, which is quite amazing, really. Jimi Hendrix is on their team, although he's white, so it's probably not him. Memphis, don't know why it's focusing on Memphis. And actually, come to think of it, I don't know. The PSV, the second leg, we've got the advantage. We should be beating these. Man City in the final, looks like they've beaten Real Madrid, they've beaten Atletico Madrid. We took out Bayern Munich. Atletico Madrid beat Barcelona. It's always usually Man City or Barcelona in the final on this game for some reason. I'm not sure why. In previous career modes it always seems to be that way. Could score another goal here. Bale, no, on his right foot, straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Straight at the goalkeeper. Could be a goal up. That would settle the nerves again, like we did against Bayern Munich. Scored very early against Bayern Munich. Got that away goal as well. As I said, we're 2-1 up here, so if it stays like this, we're going to go through to the final. And we can't lose to Manchester City. Although I've already got my objectives done. We've won the league, that's taken care of. we've reached the semi-final of this competition. That's taken care of. We don't need to go any further as far as the board are concerned, but if we're here we might as well beat PSV and go to the final. And if we're in the final we can't lose to Man City, because that would just be just ridiculous. I'd never be able to live for myself if that had happened. And all I've got to do is win the FA Cup against West Brom. West Brom beat Aston Villa in the semi-final of the FA Cup, and we beat Tottenham Hotspur, so we play West Brom in the FA Cup final as well this in May. PSV aren't doing too badly here. They've got a decent team. Van Hinkel, he played for Chelsea, he was on loan for Stoke I think, and back to PSV. Guardiola, he was actually playing in the Copa America I think the other day. He actually looked pretty good in that. Narsing, oh, Bale arguing with a player, De Gea. Obviously the first name on the team sheet is David De Gea, for many reasons. Because I like to build from the back, and it's David De Gea. He's probably the most important key player we've got at the team at the moment. Yeah, they're putting some good pressure on. Can't get the ball out of our own half, it seems. We are away from home though, so you expect it. And they've scored. Luke de Jong from the corner puts PSV in front. And now it's 2-2 on aggregate, but obviously they got the away goal at Old Trafford, so it's in their favour at the moment. They've got the advantage. It stays like this. If we lose 1-0, then PSV will go to the final and Manchester United will be eliminated. Not sure what De Gea was doing. He came out for that and didn't get anywhere near it. So I think De Gea was at fault there. It's not very often he is, but didn't punch the ball and he was in no man's land there. And PSV have scored the goal. They've been looking to respond straight away. Bale with another weak shot on his right foot. He's left footed, but he's pretty good on both feet, to be honest. Memphis on his weaker foot again as well. He scored the goal that beat PSV. No, he scored the first goal against PSV. I'm not sure if he scored the first one or the winner. Bale on his strong foot made good save from Zoet. As I was saying, Memphis scored against PSV at Old Trafford, and it was a goal pretty similar to that. He ran through the defenders and smashed it past the goalkeeper. He couldn't quite get it on target just then. They've had a lot of possession, PSV. Sure. Loses the ball, Schweinsteiger, and that'll be a free kick. Taking it quickly, Darmian deals with it only as far as the Narsing gets it. This looks dangerous again. It's a good save, De Gea near post. Keeps us in it, De Gea. Got another chance from a corner again. Their goal came from a corner. Last minute and a half. That's away. Luke Shaw manages to get away and the ref blows for half time. Thankfully, because we were under a lot of pressure there. I don't want to go 2 goals down, because then we've got to score. We've got to score twice then. Some good defending from Smalling. PSV have started the second half the way they carried on from the first. Rooney. Martial gets there. Not sure why he's there, but Bale doesn't quite manage to get the shot off. It's a poor first touch. Rooney. Memphis. They cut in. Looks like United aren't going to get a goal here. PSV are defending for their lives, proving very difficult to break down. That looked like a handball from Williams. Surely got to be. Oh no. Not sure why Bale's gone to ground now. Could have just hammered it past him. Only needed a bit of contact and that would have been 1-1. Bale, can he whip in this corner from short corner? He can, but it's punched clear by the goalkeeper. Van Hinkel beats Chris Smalling in the air. Are you kidding me? I can never win headers. Oh, that's a poor ball. PSV back on the attack. It's offside, isn't it? No, yeah, it's offside. I was in trouble then if it weren't. Dele Alli. We haven't played in this black kit much, but the red and white stripes, there's quite a few teams in red and white stripes, like Southampton and Sunderland, for example. I don't really like the black kit, the shorts especially, and the pattern on the top. I don't really like it. The shorts are just terrible as well. I like the white kit, the white away kit. The blue one for next season looks quite nice as well. For a blue kit, looks quite smart. And the leaked home one looks pretty good as well. So I'm quite happy with that. Moreno clears. Now United are coming into the game. I've gone full attack. I've got to put everything. Got to risk it and go for it. It's a good save from Zoe there. Rooney's calling for the corner. Trying to get the players up for this. And United are getting a lot of chances now. It's very well defended by Van Hinkel coming back. Help his defence out. Bruma gets it clear. Still, we're applying a lot of pressure high up the pitch now though. It's the 90th minute. This is going to be the last chance, the last gasp. Wayne Rooney, captain, manages to get by. Back post again. Oh, I don't believe it. Gareth Bale scored in the 90th minute. We're becoming quite the specialist at rescuing games in the last minute. And that goal will silence PSV and knock them out of the competition in the last chance of the game as well. PSV will be heartbroken. PSV fans are going to be absolutely devastated. Well, they did stop Ajax from winning the league on the last day of the season, so I suppose they deserve it a bit really. What kind of idiots do that? I nearly said something I shouldn't have done, because Man City did that to United as well. It's not very nice. It's not a nice feeling at all. And with that, PSV are dumped out of the competition. Gareth Bale scoring a goal. The United specialist goal, the header at the far post. Getting a lot of them this season. Seems to be the only way I can score on FIFA recently. Nevertheless, United are in the Champions League final. We've won the league, we're in the Champions League final, and we're in the FA Cup final as well. So we're on for a treble in my first season as manager. First season in my career as well. Manchester United are on for the treble, so that's still better than Van Gaal. Mind you, we haven't had the injuries that Van Gaal had. Well, we're playing better football, playing more attacking football. Although we haven't scored many goals, to be honest. We're still winning though. We're still unbeaten. Apart from the Carling Cup, or Capital One Cup. I don't know why I keep calling it Carling. Yeah, De Gea was nowhere near that, was he? In no man's land. Went to punch it, but didn't get the ball. Manchester United will play Manchester City in another All-English Champions League final. Of course, the last time we had an All-English Champions League final was Manchester United versus Chelsea in 2008, and of course Manchester United won on penalties, much thanks to Edwin van der Sar saving Nicolas Anelka's penalty at the end. Bale should have stood up there and buried it. We've had to leave it till the last minute then. So, let me know what you think's going to happen against Manchester City in this Champions League final. They got quite close to it actually this season. They got to the semi-final and got knocked out, so it's not too far-fetched to think that they could make it to the final. With the squad that they've got on paper, they should have done better than they did this season anyway. They should have been winning the league with the team that they had, not finishing 4th, just above us on goal difference. But there you go. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Take care and goodbye.